Hi, so creative. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time, you're highly welcome. So in today's tutorial, I'm just going to be learning how to draft this halter neckline blouse. So the first thing for you to do is to mark your shoulder line, okay, and at the center front you'd have to have a space of 1.5 inches for the button overlap allowance. So now, having marked that, I'll go ahead and mark my vertical body measurement. Okay, so now we are going to mark your chest line, but this time around your chest line for this very blouse is going to be 2 inches above your bust point, so no need of marking the bust point. Okay, so just calculate your bust point and then minus 2 inches above it. Okay, let's assume that my bust point is 10 inches, so above it should be 8 inches. Okay, this is because this is halter neckline and the armhole has to be a little bit up. Okay, we cannot make use of the normal armhole. Okay, so the next line is your waistline and the full length of your blouse. So guys, after that I'll go ahead and label all the lines. So the first line is the shoulder line and the second line is 2 inches above my bust point. So now the third line is my waistline. Okay, that is all these are vertical body measurements. Okay, so now the last line, you guys know, that is the hemline, which is the full length of this blouse. So now the next thing is for you to mark your shoulder divided by 2 on the chest, on the shoulder line, and on the chest line you go ahead and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. So with this I'll get a straight line from the shoulder down to the chest line. So now for the shoulder slant, you can mark 1 inch for your shoulder slant. So now the next measurement is the depth of the neck, which is 3 inches. Okay, so now for the width of the neck, I'll be making use of 3 inches as well. So guys, if today is your first time stumbling by my channel, you are very welcome to this page. Please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, share, so that other people could be able to watch this tutorial as well. So now after this, I'll go to the half length and I'm going to divide my round waist circumference measurement into 4 plus 1 inch for the dart. Okay, so now on the chest line, you are going to divide your bust circumference measurement into 4. No sewing allowance has been added, so we are just working with our exact body measurement. This is because this is pattern drafting technique, and whenever I'm using this method, although that's the only method I use whenever I'm sewing, I do not add sewing allowance to my pattern. So now I'm going to find the middle of the armhole, and that is because I want to create the armhole curve. You guys know that our armhole is not straight. Okay, so you find the middle and then you go in by 0.75. Okay, so now with my French curve, I'm going to connect the line like so. So the next thing for you to do is for you to determine your bust span, that is your nipple to nipple measurement. You are going to divide it into 2 and you are to mark half of it on your chest line, on your half length and on the full length of the blouse. Okay, so by marking it on these 3 lines, you'll be able to get a perfect straight line. So having marked it, you guys know that we added 1 inch to our waist circumference measurement divided by 4. So I'm going to take exactly that 1 inch, okay? So I'm going to mark 0.5 in between the middle dart leg, okay? So now this dart should at least stop 0.5 before the upper hip line, that is the full length, okay? That is from the waist to the full length, you have to have something like 0.5 before it gets to the full length. So now on the bust point, you also have to give a space of 0.5. I didn't mark it, but if you take a good look at my dart, you'll see that it stopped exactly 0.5 before the bust point and before the hip line. So okay guys, so now the next thing we are going to do is for us to find the middle of this line, okay? We are trying to create the princess dart there, but before then I would like to connect my halter neckline first, okay? Go ahead and create your halter neckline. That way you'll be able to use the dart to tighten the armhole, okay? So now just like this, I'm going to connect it to the neckline. So now the next thing is for me to come to the hem. I'm going to go up by 1 inch, okay? I actually want to do this because I might end up forgetting it, okay? So just go up from the hem by 1 inch and connect it like so. This is because you do not want that place to be sharp. We want it to be relaxed and coming out perfect, okay? So now you find this armhole, the new armhole we just created, you find it and divide it into 2. Okay, so now I'm going to mark half of it so that I can create the princess dart, okay? So now for this princess dart, you can take out 1 inch or 0.75. But me, I decided to take out 1 inch. That means I marked 0.5 in between the dart line, okay? So I'm just going to position the French curve in such a way that the French curve is together with the center line I have on the bust span. Sure you guys get, okay? So it has a perfect curve like so. So guys, you know that this dart should also stop 0.5 before that line, okay? So you know that this line that is above the chest line, that is 2 inches away from the bust point. So now the dart should at least stop before it gets to the 0.5 we marked earlier, before that chest line. Just like so. So the next thing is for you to make sure you return back the dart, okay? If you do not return back the dart, you're going to have shortage on your borders. So now you're going to extend the line out, making sure that it is the exact dart you took out at the armhole, okay? So this is just it. This tutorial is very simple and hope you guys understand this tutorial. Let me know if you are going to try this out. So that is it. So I'll just go ahead and connect it like so. So guys, the next thing for me to go to the depth of the armhole, and I'm going to mark my button overlap allowance. So this depends on the button overlap allowance you want to use. Okay, you can choose to use 1 inch, 1.5. Okay, but if you want to be on the safe side, it's okay for you to use 1.5, okay, for your button overlap allowance, because you're going to be folding it in at that point. So 1.5 is okay for button overlap allowance. So I'm just going to extend the neckline to meet the 1.5 inches as so. So guys, now after this, we are going to be creating the slanted opening on the hem. So I'm going to go in by 1 inch, and from the half length, I will connect it back to the full length. Okay, this actually depends on how high you want that opening to be. Maybe you can make yours below the half length, or you can make yours below the half length, or you can just maintain it. So this is me trying to add the buttons so that I'll know if I've gotten it accurately as it was here, and that was just perfect. Okay, so guys, please leave a comment, share this video for me, and let me know where you're watching from. So we are almost done, but not yet. So the next thing is for us to create the collar. Okay, so you're going to find the round neck. Okay, you find your round neck, and you're going to be creating half, because this is half scale, right? So you're just going to be using the measurement you took now to create this collar. So I'm just going to be doing it here. So I extended the line out and I mark a starting line, and then I'm going to measure the round neck. The measurement I just took now. I've not added any sewing allowance. Okay, I just want to show you guys how to get this collar. So from this point you can measure 2.5 or 1.75. Okay, so now 2 inches, not 2.5. So from the upper base I came up by 0.75, so I spaced it by 1 inch. Okay, so on the other side, the end where the curvy line is now, I went up there I went down by 1 inch. Okay, so guys, this is just how to get it. If you just look at this picture, you'll be able to capture how to cut it. Okay, it's very simple. Once you take a good look at what I have here, with this you are good to go. The most important thing is to make sure that you have your round neck, and make sure you are going to be cutting it on fold. Okay, so now with this I'll go ahead and cut out this pattern. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Did you understand this tutorial? Do you want to watch the sewing video of this? See you guys on my next one. Bye.